Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This week we're in Kayalami and I'm starting P4 in this race. Let's see how it goes. Pretty decent start for myself, but as you know, turn 1 never goes well. And there you go. There's already a crash. We haven't even completed turn 1 and yeah, that's how it is. I got bullied by this Porsche on the left here. It didn't leave me a choice but to blend out of the throttle. But that's okay. I still retain my P4 because that Ferrari decided to spin. Anyway, I try to be extra careful in these race starts. It's okay if I lose a couple positions. I'm trying to play the long game because these are 45-minute races with tire saving, fuel saving, and long run strategies, so I try not to damage my own race. Pretty decent start if you ask me, not a lot of positions lost. I still retain P4, it's okay, someone else gained some, so doesn't really matter. P1 is just sailed away, just drifted past all of us. He was really quick, so I don't think he was even racing with us. Big send on the Porsche. I tried to give him some of his own medicine. Dirty driver decides to put me in the wall, and after the race he blames it on me, saying I shouldn't have been on his left. Absolutely ridiculous. I blended out of the throttle. He had the inside line. I gave him more priority. I gave him space. I really don't know what else I could do there. So what a disgusting comment from that guy after what he did. Let's have another look at the race start. The Porsche was being extra greedy. I think that's what motivated this Ferrari to go way deep and crash into, completely missed the apex and crashed into this Porsche. When the other Porsche just took advantage of this. He had no way of making this apex, but I think that was a good move from. Let's have another look at the crash that I decided to bully this guy, giving some of his own medicine. I missed the apex. I mean, partially I missed the apex. So good switch back though. I decides to put me in the wall. It's a horrible way. I do not understand what he's trying to do, and I don't know what else I could have done differently here. To get the blame from this driver on me. So again, he was being so ridiculous with his lines, with his takes. I could not really read what he was trying to do, or when he was trying to break, or when he was trying to take the racing line. He was really capricious when it came to racing him, so it's kind of shit. Sorry for the S-man. Again, I thought I'd throw one down the inside because he braked too early, but he decides to just come left and ruin the racing line. And this really put me off a lot of times, and this was taken advantage by the Lamborghini behind, and he was able to close in, and he was able to put pressure on me because I was not able to pass this Porsche in front. And that Ferrari in front was also being awfully slow. He was holding up a lot of us, oversteering movement, and I almost crashed the Lamborghini behind. The Ferrari goes straight on because he's been struggling with tires. The Lamborghini decides he's had enough and decides to bin the Porsche. Really questionable driving stance from the three of them in front. Maybe a little bit from me as well. I was trying to be extra careful. Big snap for myself. My tires I was eating my tires. I decided to give enough space for the Lambo. Bye bye Ferrari, bye bye Porsche. God, and these two have a crash again. What sketchy driving standards from those two guys behind. It was horrible to watch. Quite the race this was. This guy, he goes off track, decides to just come right by to the track without even thinking, unsafely joining. And then, as I said, I was eating into my tires. I got very distracted by that backmarker in front and I spun. At least I didn't visit my friend Barry hard. I managed to keep it on the back stop and lost two positions, but it's okay. At this point, I'm P4 or P5. Let's say I'm P5 just for the sake of it. I lost two positions. I think I could do. This was a really frustrating, tough race, especially with the backmarkers. This Ferrari in front decided to block that Porsche for 2 laps. Then he got overtaken, and then he gets blue flags for me, and then decides not to get out of the way. Like this. I don't understand what these backmarkers think they're doing. And he decides to let me go in a very tricky spot. I had quite a lot of issues with backmarkers in this race, and this backmarker slowed down both the cars in front. It's an advantage for me, but still it was not really necessary. It ruined their races. This is P3 and P2 in front here, and they're fighting for position. If the backmarker gets in the way, it's just not a good race, you know. It's a horrible behavior. Getting blue flags is just get out of the way. Don't come and fight with the drivers in front here. They have nothing to gain and we have everything to lose. I think that backmarker I think he was still new. He at least ran out of the throttle and decides to get out of the way. Maybe not in the best spot, but at least he did it. Props to him for that. Now I'm low on fuel, so I decided to box opposite to the Lambo, and I think this Porsche was also smart to box because eventually we'll be able to undercut that one in front. We were all doing the same times, but because I had to crash the opening lap, I'm forced to spend extra time in the pits repairing the bodywork, the suspension, changing my tires because I have not been able to do one bit of tire management. And on my outlap, this backmarker decides to get in the way. This was by far the worst backmarker experience I've ever had. This guy was completely horrible. For 2 laps, he blocked the BMW in front. He blocked the Porsche in front. I'm currently P4 because that Porsche has decided to undercut me. So I'm P4. I'm back to P4 again. Lamborghini is long gone because he decided to go longer. See, I don't expect the backmarker to get out of the way at this stage. I'm still a second behind. But when I get closer and when that backmarker is extremely slow, it makes me make mistakes like this. My tire temps are not in the optimal window and I lose another position. So I'm back to P5 here. This Ferrari was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous how much he blocked. I think his race got ruined in the beginning and he decides to not let the others have a good race. See, because of that Ferrari, this Lamborghini also lost his footing, spun, but he got it. The Ferrari goes straight on and decides to come straight back on without any regard for the cars that are actually racing for position. This guy was absolutely disgusting. His behavior was horrible. After the race, he says, I am not entitled to get out of the way. I was not really fast. You were not really fast. If you were faster, you would have passed me. It was disgusting how he behaved. I'm so sorry I'm going on a rant here, but this was horrible from this backmarker. This went on for 6 laps. Can you believe it? 6 laps he decides to block all of us. All the top, the P2, P3, P4 and P5. 4 cars he decides to block because he was not having a good race. And I had enough of him. I decided to just send one on him. I did not care if I crashed. Big time send. Thankfully decided not to crash into me. And that Ferrari has this backmarker again in the braking point he decides to block me. I'm fighting for position and these guys have no regard, absolutely disregarding how other people are racing. This fellow was 21 and that the red Ferrari behind was 22 and I'm in P4 trying to race, and at least he let me by quickly, so I'm happy that he decided to do that. Now I'm able to mount some challenge on P4. Sorry, that guy is in P3. Oh, no, now he's in P3 because the P2 car decided to win it. I just saw the team there. This is particularly hard on tires, and if you didn't take care of your tires, you will spin. And I already experienced one partially in the beginning. And now I'm sitting in P4. I thought, yeah, this is my race. These 2 guys in front are matching my lap times. And then this Lamborghini in front decides to go away. And as he said, tire temperature was soaring, and that's what happened to him. He was too eager on the throttle. He was like this. Even as consistent as you try to be, this race was particularly hard to maintain tire life. Now, another backmarker spins, just decides to stay on the apex. Again, another backmarker. This race has been completely filled with backmarkers. This backmarker, 500 IQ, decides to get out of the way, doesn't check his mirror, almost kills this Porsche in front here. Look what he does. It is so stupid. Check your damn mirrors before moving out of the way. Check your back mirrors when you're blue flag for like 2-3 laps. I had such a bad experience in the rookie division. I can't wait to rank up, get more safety rating, and going to a league which has better driving standards. This race had completely questionable driving standards from most of the grid. It was horrible. Anyway, I tried to have a challenge on the Porsche, but I eventually ran out of fuel and tire life, so I decided to post and save fuel and save tires so that I get it well. And I was able to finish P3, and the Porsche was able to finish P2. Good race from him. He did not make any mistakes, and this was the maximum I could do all weekend and minimum practice. Anyway, quite the race. Most of it was spent fighting backmarkers, so I'll take it. I'll take the P3, good points. With this race I was able to finish P10 in this week's standings in my division. I'm currently in division 4. So the higher divisions you are in, the better lobbies you get, the better driving standards you get. So for the next season of LFM, I get drafted into better lobbies. Try to be mostly split one, so that I'm able to compete with guys who know how to race, who understand the racing rules. Not that I'm an expert, I'm also learning, but I try not to make silly mistakes. See you next week, guys.